Hello everyone, I'm Max Wang. Thank you for watching the second video of the What's My Secret to Transform Waist Size 36 down to 30 series. In today's video, we're going to dive into the first focus point, which is in this for the long game. If you have not yet watched the first video, which I talk about the 5 focus points, I focus on my journey to changing my waist size from 36 down to 30. Make sure you click up here, I have linked the video up here. Make sure you watch that video before you watch this video. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell if you have not yet done so, and smash that like button so I know that my content is useful to you. Today we're going to talk about the mindset of in this for the long game. The reason why I put in this for the long game as the first focus point, once you understand this concept, this will prepare you mentally for the journey of creating a better version of yourself. After you have watched this video, there are 2 points where I wish you can have a takeaway from. Number 1 is the compound effect. Number 2 is recognizing the actual time frame for you to achieve your goal. Albert Einstein said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. The power of compound interest is just so powerful, and I would like you to harness it in your life. A couple months ago, I finished a book called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. The book talks about if you take small actions on a daily basis, you will have major impact with your life. I strongly suggest all of you to read this book when you have a chance. This book solidified my belief of in this for the long game, even though I have already practiced this concept long ago, but this book really solidified it. A quick math example to iterate the power of compound interest. If you invest $100 on a monthly basis with 7% of annual interest rate for 20 years, at the end of 20 years, you have put in $24,000. Here comes the power of compounding. The pot of money that you have invested is now worth $51,240.16, and you have made an interest of $27,040.61, and that is 112% return on your investment. I hope you are excited as I am about the power of compounding. With the same example above, if you have only let your money go for 1 year, you will only earn $45.03, and that is 3.4% relative to your investment. Now, if you do this for 5 years, your interest would be $1159.84, which is 19% relative to your principal invested. Now, if you do this for 10 years, your interest will be $5,201.89, which is 42% relative to the principal that you invested. The example shows us that in order for us to harness the power of compounding, consistently invest in the pot is important, and also the time. The longer that you let it compound, the greater of the return on your investment will become. Once you get the ball rolling, you can leverage that momentum and create great results. When is the best time to plant a tree? Well, the answer was 10 years ago. Now, what's the second best time to plant a tree? Which is now. So, take action now to harness the power of compounding. Now to my second point, which is understanding the reality time frame to achieve your goal. Let's use slim your waist size from 36 down to 30 as an example. Now, to actually see any results that people can see or you can feel, it'll take about 4 to 5 weeks minimum to actually see any results. So I really urge you to take that quick fix mentality out the window. Out. You are creating unnecessary stress because you're having false expectation, okay? And you don't want that. You want reality check. Understand what is the right way and what are the time frames. Understand it, and you make sure you just follow the game plan. To put things into perspective, one of my favorite artists, which is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he is known for his great physiques and his hardworking characteristics. He has been training for 34 years as of year 2020. He started training when he was 14 years old. 20 years ago, The Rock does not look like The Rock now. He's big, he's strong, he's buff, but he's not as cut or lean as he is now. 20 years later, with all the hard work and consistent habit, he is in one of the best shape of his life. Also, the basketball legend Michael Jordan did not become the Michael Jordan as we all know him right off the get-go. he's practiced tremendous amount of time on a daily basis, putting the work, doing the drills, practice his game to become the legend of basketball that we know him as. Some of you may think, but they just got lucky. Yeah, maybe luck does have something to do with their success. However, without them actually putting the work on a daily basis, even if they're lucky, I don't think it's gonna help them to become where they are now. What I keep telling myself is anything that is great or wonderful, it'll take time to formulate. A skill, a piece of art, triumph in life, it takes time. Like I said in the past video where I think a lot of us have lost one of the greatest attributes, which is patience. And I urge you to find your patience. So here are 5 simple action plans for you to do before the next video is out. Number 1, set a specific goal. Some of you may say, I want to lose 10 pounds. Some of you might say, I want to gain 10 pounds. So jealous. Action plan 2, write down why this goal is so important to you. I'll give you a quick example of my why. 2 years ago, as I was doing my annual health checkup, my doctor told me a lot of my readings was high for my age and I was borderline from taking medication. I was smoking a pack a day, I was eating crap every day. Overall, I am not a healthy person. Every time I was in the shower, look in the mirror, and I felt horrible. I wasn't confident. And I can't even see my because of my gut. And that's why I decided to change my life. Step 3. Do some research on how to achieve your goal. Understand the realistic timeline of reaching your goal. Talk to the people who have done it. There are many resources online nowadays, but make sure you find resources that is not promising you a quick results. Number 4 is to start practicing delaying your gratification. Delaying gratification will slowly build your patience. Start asking yourself when you decide to go for some fun, is it, do I really need it now? Is there anything else better I should be doing? Start delaying your gratification. Delaying gratification can be hard, but with a little bit of practice, it'll worth it. And the number 5 action item is to make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and smash that like button. All joking aside, the 4 action items is to create a goal. Number 2 is to find your why that goal is important to you. Number 3 is start doing the research about how to accomplish your goal. And number 4 is delaying your gratification. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a comment down below if you have any feedback or any questions that you want to ask me. Remember, I am here for you. Let me know what would you like to see in the future videos. You can also message me offline if you need any assistance from me. I'll be glad to help. Alright, that's it for today's video. Peace!